Everybody, welcome to a quick thought. This is the one and only, your favorite guy, Chef Jimbo, the boxing man. I love me some boxing. I love me some boxing so much. Listen, I'm over here. I'm baking cakes. You know it's the holiday season, so I'm baking cakes. And I ended up reading this article, and I'm like, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. And I read it. I'm like, oh man, like everything that I've been reading in the past and everything now is adding up now. Everything is coming together. Like I gotta stop, make a quick video for all my boxing fans out here, including myself. Listen, I gotta talk to y'all about something. I was gonna do the intro, but you know what? I'm not even gonna do the intro. Listen, ain't no small talk. Let's get into it. Listen, we're gonna be talking about the one and only, the WBC title, and who's the owner, who's the champion of the WBC title at the heavyweight division? The one and only Tyson Fury. You can't miss the guy. He had a beautiful trilogy with the Bronze Bomber Wilder, Deontay Wilder, and he defeated Deontay Wilder November the 6th, I want to say, and it was a great trilogy. And if you say anything other than that, I don't know what to say about you. But listen, it was a great trilogy. I loved it. Many people loved it. Many people enjoyed it. But listen, let's go ahead and get into this article, and then we're going to go ahead and break everything down. Because like I said, listen, I got some cakes. I got some cakes in the oven, and we're really going to make this a quick thought. Let's go ahead and let me try to share this. There we go. That's what I want. All right. Listen, we are at TalkSports.com. Bob Arum warns Dillian Whyte that Tyson Fury could fight Andy Ruiz Jr. or Joshua Parker next instead of him. Woo, it's about to get spicy in here. Listen, Tyson Fury's co-promoter, Bob Arum, has warned Dillian Whyte that he may not be the next opponent for the Gypsy King. Listen, we're going to get into that later too. But listen, the WBC, we got the article here. Y'all see the website. We got the article, TalkSports.com. I'm just going to break it down for you as I scroll through the bottom. The WBC ordered Tyson Fury to fight the winner of Whyte versus Otto Wallin, which was supposed to take place in the beginning of December. They ordered him to do that. One of those, the winner would be his mandatory shortly after he got the victory over Deontay Wilder. And right now, Bob Arum is saying that they have been in negotiation. I believe they have maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks left of the negotiation for it to be finalized. But Bob Arum is saying we have been negotiating with this guy Dillian Whyte, and nothing is getting done. He said nothing is getting done between Bob Arum, Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, and Dillian Whyte's camp. But they are not coming to odds with. They're not on the same page when it comes to the purse. When it comes to the purse, Bob Arum told Fight Night, Talk Sports Fight Night, if we can't come to a deal with Dillian Whyte, we will do a fight for the Ring Magazine belt and the lineal title, and we'll pick another opponent. We've got to get Tyson Fury in the ring by the end of March. Frank Warren and I have determined, we are determined to come to him with an opponent that is acceptable, and we'd love to fight in Cardiff. They would love to fight in the UK. Andy Ruiz, Joshua Parker are good possibilities. And Joshua Parker had a really good win over Derek Chisora. And if you know anything about Derek Chisora, he's no slouch. Him and Tyson Fury has a lot of controversy behind those two in the past as well. But you got to go do your research on that. So if Dillian Whyte does not agree to their terms, the next thing in line, which they don't want it to come to, is the purse bid. But before we get to the purse bid, you also have to know this very thing. Let's slow down a little bit so y'all can get it, so y'all can understand. Before we get to the purse bid, you have to understand there's a funky little rule with the WBC and the heavyweight division. I don't know about the other divisions, but the heavyweight division is a funky rule that if you're the lineal champion, you do not have to pay sanctioning fees. And I know the sanctioning fees for the WBC is either 3 or 5% of the fighter's purse. Okay, 3 or 5% of the fighter's purse. So just imagine Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. One of them made I believe Tyson Fury made $70 million the last fight, and Deontay made $50 because Tyson Fury won the previous fight before that. So, listen, just imagine 3% of $70 million or 5% of $70 million. It's off the charts, man. But listen, check this out. So, if they, and I'm pretty sure they're kind of lowballing Dillian, but hey, Dillian knows what he's dealing with. His manager, his promoter, knows what they're dealing with. They know that in the WBC, the rule is, listen to me closely, the rule is this, guys. The mandatory challenger, if it goes to purse bid, the mandatory challenger is guaranteed 45% of the purse. So that would make, listen, and I know Tyson Fury is not happy with that, but that's what Bob Arum is telling us in that article. They're not happy. They don't want to give him 45% of the purse bid because they probably feel like he doesn't deserve it. He's not bringing anything to the table. And there are also some legal things going on between Dillian Whyte and the WBC, which is why they made him the mandatory, and they didn't go through with the fight between Whyte and Otto Wallin. They say somebody got hurt, but I called jive on that because Otto Wallin Dillian Whyte said he got hurt, but Otto Wallin was talking. His camp was talking about taking him to court, saying they want to see the medical records and see that you hurt your shoulder. But listen, that's neither here nor there. Dillian Whyte will be getting 45% if it goes to purse bid. That's what Dillian wants. And I'm guarantee you, Fury is not offering him 45%. He's offering him probably 25%, 30 at best. But listen, but also you got to check this out. This is something that Tyson Fury does on a regular basis. He never fights his mandatories. He never fights who he's supposed to fight. That's never done by him. You could go and check his track record. Go down the list. Check his track record. Not just with Deontay Wilder. He did that twice with him over the course of 2 years. But he did it with Derek Chisora. He did it with, he tried to do it. Matter of fact, ain't no try. He did it with Klitschko. After he beat Klitschko. It was supposed to be in a rematch. But then, he got, he popped dirty. I feel a certain type of way about fighters that pop dirty, especially in the sport that this is. You can literally kill somebody and you popping dirty. And then he got on drugs, coke, and all this stuff, and then he retired. But then he changed his life around with the help of Deontay Wilder, and he came back, and now he's at the top of the game. He at the top of the boxing world right now. But he's a great boxer. I can't take that away from him. But man, keep your word. Keep your word. Do what you say that you're gonna do, and fight who you say that you're gonna fight. Because after that fight, he said that he was going to fight Dillian Whyte. That's what Tyson Fury said, guys. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to hold him accountable. Because that's what we need in life. We just need to be held accountable for everything that we do and say. And that's the beautiful thing about life and having real men and real women around you who's going to do that. But also who's going to hold you up and, and bring you back to health and nurse you back to health. But listen, Tyson, you gotta. Tyson say he's gonna get up out this fight and fight Parker or Ruiz for the lineal championship and or the Ring Magazine championship. And after that, next on the line is gonna be Usyk or Anthony Joshua. So, man. But let's just also, the WBC is known for changing rules. They're known for having rules in place, and then they go back and they change it. So the 45% that Dillian Whyte is promised, if this fight goes to purse bid, it can easily be changed by the WBC if they want to step in and say, no, you're not going to get 45%. We're going to guarantee you 25%. But I highly doubt that they're going to do that, since there's actually some legal things going on between Whyte's camp and the WBC camp. But now that leads us to the next thing, guys. Boom. Right here with the black and green shirt. My man looking so confident. You know, I'm biased when it comes to this guy. I'm biased when it comes to this guy. With the beard. If you don't know, his name is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He's a bronze medalist Olympian. Started boxing. His story is amazing. Go check him out. But listen, he is still the number one. He still has the number one ranking in the WBC heavyweight championship class, even though he lost to Tyson Fury back in November. That rarely happens. But the WBC knew what they were doing when they did that. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. So if Tyson Fury vacates that belt, like Bob Arum is suggesting, if it goes to purse bid, he vacates the WBC title. That would mean it's open. The next fight, according to Maurice Suleiman, who you're looking at on the screen, he's the president of the WBC. The WBC is short for We Back Canelo. Payday, you want payday? I know that. Payday, We Back Canelo organization. Maurice Suleiman is the president. He has stated that if Tyson Fury backs out and vacates the WBC title for the heavyweight division, next in line would be Deontay Wilder versus Dillian. Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, versus Dillian, the Body Snatcher Whyte. These two have history. They've been going at it back and forth so much. They can't wait to chomp at each other. And I can't wait to see it either. So either way we get it, Whyte has history with Fury, and if you follow boxing the way I do, Whyte, there has been a lot of true rumors from reporters, from Whyte himself, that the times that they have Whyte and Fury has sparred, that Whyte has put Fury on his butt a couple times. I'm not gonna curse, but he put Fury on his Rudy Tooty. On his Rudy Tooty. He put him on his Rudy Tooty, and Fury ain't know what to do. So maybe that's another reason. Is Fury running? We don't know, and I'm not going to suggest it, but I wonder if Whyte gave him problem. Now, a lot of people don't know Whyte he's not a slouch, man. He's not a slouch at all, so, we have to respect him. But Wilder would be a great fight. Whyte Fury would be a great fight for the heavyweight division as well. I won't be mad at whatever we see between those two. I won't be mad at all. It'll be a great fight between them, and we just have to understand that. So I will keep you up to date with everything that is going on with this particular subject. I told you I got cakes in the oven. I told you I had to stop. I had to stop to do this because I'm reading and I'm like, oh man, I got to talk about this. I know you hear it in my voice. I'm excited about this because listen, it's boxing. Not only is it boxing, it's heavyweight division. This is the top. But like I said, I got some cakes in the oven, so I'm gonna go. But I just want to give a quick shout out to Real Talk Tuesday podcast, to Impact Podcast, Real Talk Tuesday podcast on Tuesday, of course. Impact Podcast with Coach A on Friday. Family Talk Podcast. All us come together Saturday mornings, every Saturday morning, and give a shout out to my host. He's not my co-host, but he's my host. Me and him, we equal. Host Jimbo, host Telly. Shouts out to my boy Telly. But I just had to hop on this, and like I said, I got some cakes in the oven. But I have to take out the time to give a couple more shout outs. Listen, make sure you go to Facebook Instagram, follow Strong Flavors Catering. That is my business. I took some time off for the holidays, had some caterings, had to make some cakes. Like I told you, I got some cakes in the oven, and spending time with family. That's what's more important. There's nothing more important in the world to me than my kids and my family. So listen, box prep meals by Chef Jimbo, Chef Strong, myself. We will be back after the holidays, so please go follow Family Talk, and they'll be putting up some things as well regarding the meals that I'll be bringing back. And to everybody that has tasted my food, I will be bringing back out the gate. I will be bringing back some of the fan favorites, the Philly cheesesteak pasta, the jerk chicken tacos, the blackened catfish and grits, with the succotash, and so many more. Thank y'all for supporting me. I'm very, very grateful for it, and I can't wait to see y'all faces and hear you and see your smiles and see the comments that y'all send me after you taste the food. So remember, box prep meals by Chef Strong. Make sure you check it out. Listen, if you haven't tasted, please hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, myself, my personal page, and my business page. Hit me up so we can see what we can get going for you. And before we go, we also have to give a shout out to our boy Tony Ultra, who makes the music for every single podcast, every single show. He family, so we're gonna support him. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and then we're gonna be out. So y'all be safe. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays, whatever, Kwanzaa, whatever's you prefer, but all in all, everybody be safe. Family Talk, I speak on behalf of Family Talk. We love y'all. We appreciate everything that y'all doing and supporting us. It really means a lot. We out.
Yeah. Heavy. Hey, look. Name heavy, chain heavy, I don't take it lightly. Gang heavy, they ain't test me cause they love their life. We got the game excited. We reignite.